Hey YouTube, a Great League team that's actually mine. So I played with this team, GASTRODON, moltres, Clodsire. Didn't fully think through this team because I went up against like an Abomasnow in like my third or fourth matchup, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that core breaks the entire team. You are double weak to ice in the back. I knew that going in, but I thought otherwise it was pretty balanced. But yeah, that was apparently a core breaker. But I wanted to do a couple things. One, galarian moltres, because I know there's a bunch of ghosts, so I felt between the ghosts and the ground that it would be pretty good in this meta. So I would use galarian moltres. And then I'm like, okay, I need something. It's dark, so I need something to deal with fairies. So that's when I put in Clodsire as the poison. And I'm like, okay, I know I'm double weak to ice. Let's just put in a water. And I was looking at other waters. I'm like, well, that makes me double weak to electric. If Morpeko's on the lead, Morpeko would kill me. So I'm just like, let's just go Gastrodon. It doesn't fully beat ice, but it can kind of deal with it. So that is it. That's the idea. Let's look at the battles. Up and down with this team. Highest elo this season, but I've only played like maybe 200 games. Maybe even more. So good lead. Sableye comes in. Yes, I know Sableye does have Dazzling Gleam now. But between the resisted claws and the neutral sucker punches, I thought I'd do okay. They do bait me with the foul play. We go straight Brave Bird. Just assuming because foul play is resisted. It's the Shadow Claw is resisted. Won't do much. But they shield, so now this is a definite shield if I want to try and take switch here. And they do go foul play again. So I throw the ancient power this time. It's basically within the red. So this will take out. And once they shield, I then just try to make the catch. I try to catch the Dazzling Gleam here on the Clodsire. Ends up being a return. So not a great catch, but fine. They have their own Clodsire in the... Oh yeah, we've already seen that. They have their own Clodsire. So get off the Earthquake here. This will not take out. It does like 50%. Just over 50. So I'll put them to the yellow. And then they will hit me. But I don't think it's enough to take me out. Which means they're probably going to have to throw a second move to take me out before I get to the next Earthquake. So there's the Earthquake. Does not take me out. They're going to have to throw here. If they don't, goodbye to their Clodsire. And then we'll have to see what's in the back. Sableye's low. I'm going to instant swap to the... I'm instant swapping to the Moltres because I know if I get to Brave Bird, that's a great win con. And there is your exit there. Cordilli, tough lead. So I have to go... Clodsire as a safe swap. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, galarian moltres would be kind of a tricky safe swap. At best, they're going to throw Grass Knot. They may lower my attack and just do a resisted move, but Grass Knot comes and Golisopod comes in. Unfortunately, I do not have Stone Edge, or that would be super effective, but I do have some Sludge Bombs, so we'll start spamming those. I grab one shield, and once I chip this, I'm like, okay, I think Clodsire is done. Problem now, we have Golisopod here and a Cordilli on the lead, which means Gastrodon has absolutely no play so far. So they take me out with Aqua Jet. I think I'm basically just going to sacrifice Gastrodon. Yeah, I don't even know if this is the right play. I'm basically sacrificing this, and you're going to just try and sweep with Moltres. So I was going to try and get off a Body Slam here to take this out, or catch move. I don't know what was happening there, but maybe I'm going to bank. I'm going to probably bank this move for later. Yeah, bank that move for later. Come straight in case I need to reset. If Cordilli comes up and starts rock tombing me, I know that it's going to lower my attack, so I'm going to have to reset here. Just go to the ancient power because I wanted to get a move off before they lower my attack. Obviously not enough to take out. Brave Bird is neutral, so you could just go there, but I thought between the sucker punches and that, it'd be okay. And it's a Primeape in the back. And so I bait one, but unfortunately, because I've always hated this about Moltres, it's slow, right? It takes 16 to get to a Brave Bird, and then Ancient Power is not a good move, and it takes 14. So you're very slow. So I tried to take this move, and it's a close combat that one shots, and then this game's over because it's just loaded with energies, right? So just being significantly outpaced, right? By the time I get to Brave Bird, they're at 2 Rage Fists, 1 close combat in like almost a second. Like it's tough running that. But a good lead here into Sableye. Hey, I've learned nothing. Let's go back in here again. Which again, I think it's the best answer if I want to keep Gastrodon alive, because Claws resist. They have to go Dazzling Gleam. They do go straight Dazzling Gleam there, which is huge. I bait here. Of course, I went Brave Bird last time and they shield, and I bait this time. And you know what's going to happen. They let it go and get a second move off, which means I'm going to have to shield this, or else this is going to take me out because it's Dazzling Gleam again. But okay, down 2 shields, but I have a Brave Bird, so I'll probably get 1 back. So I go Brave Bird. Now, I make a mistake, sort of. I correctly recognize that Moltres is going to have play in the back. Oh, this wasn't the one. I made the same play a second time where I swap out of Moltres into Gastrodon, and then I draw it like a grass, and then my Moltres beats the grass. So the concept was the same thing here. But the other time I got punished by grass, this time is just neutral. So that's okay, because now I can Earth Power this, and then I got my own Clodsire for it. So this will likely grab a shield, but I'll chip here too. And then I think I go in Moltres to just try and Sucker Punch a bunch to put it within 50%. Hoping I get to a Brave Bird, but again, just a little slow on the charge here. I think it was probably got a 1-turn lag there too, or else I would have got off. They do have a Stone Edge, but now because they just dumped all their energy and they are basically going to be just taking it with an Earthquake here. One Earthquake lands, does like 50, like I said, 50+%. So I'll take them out here, but they just top left when they recognize that it's not going to happen. A Bomb Snow, yep. Close to the top left as you can get here. So I come in Clodsire knowing that like, poison at least. I can maybe chip this and then grab, like, they'll take me low. And then I'll take them low. Maybe I can just Sucker Punch the rest. So that was like a, I don't know if that was a fire sirens or ambulance. It sounds like it's right outside my window. Okay. Gets a Sludge Bomb here. Grabs the second shield. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I got 2 shields. Let's see if I can just Sucker Punch down. Burn this one shield, but then they unfortunately go back to back here. So damage is done. Just completely core breaks my team. And I'm pretty sure they have an answer for Gastrodon on the back. It's like another bug or grass in the back too. So Grumpig comes in, get off the Brave Bird, which is nice. And then I'll instant swap to Gastrodon. But in the back, oh yeah, Chestnut, right? So there you go. Double broken here. Not much I can do. So yeah, I don't know if I'd use this exact same team again, but that's okay. Galarian Wheezing, again, good lead. Gastrodon has a lot of good leads, a lot of stuff weak to ground, and then out comes the Blastoise. So I am in no rush to get out of here. I'm going to bait the Earth Power. Rollout is resisted. And then once they shield, and because they haven't thrown a Hydro yet to burn the clock, I know this is a Skull Bash. I don't know it's a Skull Bash, but I can pretty reasonably assume it's a Skull Bash, because if they come in here and I'm not leaving and they're not throwing the Hydro to burn a clock, it's likely, and they shield, it's likely because they want to boost their defense. So there's your Cordelia. So I come straight in here, met with the Wheezing, but I know I have the Brave Bird. I can live probably 1 Sludge, but let's just get this Brave Bird off. And they let it go, which is not a good where you want to be. Morpeko, again, a lot of good leads. And met this time with a Grumpig, so straight into Moltres. Obviously, double resisting the sideways was just huge. I can probably live 1 Dynamic Punch. Yeah, and now the question is, can I take this out before? Yeah, I can't take it out with Sucker Punches, so I'm just gonna go straight Ancient Power. They shield, so this seems like an easy shield back, just to match shields, come out with energy, take switch. This is the one. I go straight Brave Bird here, but I don't want Morpeko to farm me down. So I instant swap into Gastrodon, knowing that I also have a Clodsire in the back for it. To be met with a Superior, which is not surprising, right? If you have Morpeko, you're going to have an answer for ground, like Marowak and stuff. So there's your... So I think I can probably get out of this anyways between Moltres and a shield and then Clodsire. I can probably get out of it. But I think the smarter play probably would have just been to come in... Like, I don't think I was wrong in saving Moltres. I think I was wrong coming in Gastrodon. I think I should have come in with Clodsire. So that's what I would have done differently. But now here, they are saying, I'm going to respect the Frenzy over anything else, because I'm just going to come out with energy, so they have no chance to change form and Dark Aura Wheel. Right? So I'm just going to basically farm to like 100. Take this out. I don't want to take another Frenzy, because then I'm maybe double Psychic Fang range. But I'm not one Psychic Fang range, and they're going to have to Psychic Fang or a Wheel, which they're not going to do because I over farmed. So get the Earthquake off here to take out the Morpeko. Dusknoir, the first like neutral lead we have here. We've either won or lost. But this is one where you can stay in. You can definitely take a move from this thing. I'm going to go to the Earth Power and bait. It's kind of a risky bait, but I know they're going to shield anyways. And now I can just get off a double resisted Body Slam, but you know, any chip is okay. The problem is I lose swap here, and they're still going to get to a dynamic punch. I'm like, I don't really want to take a neutral dynamic punch from a Shadow Dusknoir, so I shield. So we're even shield and I lost switch, and there's a Wiggly. So I got an instant swap, and unfortunately the Gastrodon in the back. So this is pretty close. Yeah, this is a top left, right? Once I lost that lead, I lost back alignment. And if it was the other way around, I would have won, right? So if I did win that lead, I could have won back alignment because I would have had Gastrodon and on moltres, my moltres on their Gastrodon and my Clodsire on their Wiggly. Would have been an easy win, but now with their lead win, the exact opposite. So some may be wondering, like, is there a way to read that? Not really. Not when like you get the first neutral like that with Dusknoir. Like it's neutral enough. I have run, like when you see a pretty neutral lead at Pokemon, I have run that multiple times where you have a neutral lead Pokemon where you can like just outplay a lot of scenarios like that and then come in like this one. Like Feraligatr is generally a safe neutral lead, and you could have a balanced team in the back because Feraligatr is like so strong that within the two shields you can like decide like win or take shield advantage and figure out like what you want in the back. So you could have Pokemon in the back that like balance each other out. So maybe swap here is more important for them, but I don't know. There's your first shield, right? Let's see if I shield backward or you just let this go. I am going to let it go. Come in Moltres. 4, 5. That was just a Hydro. Still don't want to take a Hydro, yeah. As I was going to say, it's not a nice beam, but I still don't want to take a Hydro. And get farmed down. So they're not going to get out. So maybe they have an answer for this here. Not really. Clodsire is not a great answer. But if it's a Clodsire here, let's see if they have the balanced team in the back. Like, well, they have the... So like, Poison will deal with the Grass that you're weak to, and Electric. So you do cover Feraligator's weaknesses. Let's see if they balance each other in the back here too. Drapion. So double ground in the back. Double ground and water in the front. So somewhat ABB style team. Try and pull out a ground. Have your Feraligator as a water beat the ground. And then the other one kind of roams more free. Trying to get to an Earthquake here. They do dump some energy. Now, I need to land an Earthquake. Sorry, a Brave Bird. But I don't want to leave enough. I don't want to get... Yeah, this is tough. Because I need to... Brave Bird here to get this out. But now I'm worried that I'm just in Poison Sting range. I need to get to the move here. But this is resisted in that... Because I Brave Bird, it lowered my... I probably should have gotten a little more energy. But it's not that it even matters. I still go down here. Yeah, that's tough. Drapion, good lead. They'll swap. Maybe a Sableye? No. Credilli this time. I do catch a move. And it is a Grass Knot, which is neutral. Which makes sense. I don't know why I stayed in so long. There's no reason to. Well, I guess, you know what? It is half rock, so the Mudslaps are neutral. So it's not the worst, but I don't think I'd do it again. And there we go. Rock Tomb. I mentioned this in my other video. So they just Rock Tombed a ground type Pokemon, which resists it. But it plays like Dugong constantly. I've seen this. That people are just throwing the resisted Rock Tomb to lower the attack because it makes so much of a difference. So had that a lot. I do keep Switch. Drapion comes in. I'm sure it's going to farm up a bunch here and take me out before I get to the Earthquake. So there we go. But I got alignment here, and we'll have to see what's in the back. I assume I'll respect this Crunch. Yeah, I do end up shielding Crunch. and it is an Azumarill in the back. So really rough. I'm going to bait here, thinking that maybe they'll just match shields, and they do. But obviously, this is my best answer. So I have to stand here, get to this Earth Power. Azumarill is just so tanky, and now it's just so weird. Because now I like don't almost need to shield and try to like get this out of here, and then just try and sweep with Moltres down a shield on. It's tough. So I get to this Body Slam. They do end up shielding that too, just as we CMP, which is nice. But now 16 to a Brave Bird, only 15 to an Ice Beam. I'm gonna get outpaced here, so I'm gonna have to go to the Ancient Power and hope that it takes out. And they try and catch. Not surprising. So I'm gonna have to basically load 2 Ancient Powers. And I cannot take another Aqua Tail, so I need to go straight to 2, throw the Ancient Power, take this out, hope for a boost, but maybe Ancient Power takes out the Azumarill coming up here anyways. So there's 1 Ancient Power. Here comes the second, hoping it's enough to take out the Azumarill. It is not, but I think oh, now I get the Attack Rise. Now I get the Attack Rise. Guzzlord. Again, you guys have, if you've watched this channel long enough, you know I think that this season Guzzlord is very underrated. Just neutral in a lot of situations here. So getting to the Body Slam. Again, I'm assuming that Guzzlord's going to want to shield up the first one to grab a shield back here. And I try and CMP, which is interesting. I don't think I should have done that. I think if I'm going to make that one shield, I should go up to the Earth Power next time. Because now I know this is a Body Slam. And I can live one more Dragon Tail. What am I doing? I should have got to the Earth Power. That was dumb. So I lost Switch. And they're going to come out with some energy here. Drapion comes in. Here comes the first Aqua Tail. Let's see what I do here. Whether I just throw right away. Baiting. No. No. What am I doing? You definitely Brave Bird there, because you have an Earthquake on Clodsire in the back. And now I'm shielding because I want to save them energy. Yeah, so that was dumb. I should have definitely Brave Bird. My bad. My bad. So, and it's a Skeldurge in the back. So I'm going to go down here. So yeah, I don't know if I'd use a team again because it's just, there's some weaknesses. Gastrodon obviously has a lot of good matchups. Clodsire is very tanky. I'm not sold on Moltres. I understand how much better Sucker Punch is, and there's so many ghosts in this meta, but it's just not as, yeah, I don't know. Just not as strong. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good day, and I will see you guys in the next one.